And here I was talking about how I fixed all my tech issues and I'm talking into the void. Thank you. I see you guys. Thank you so much. I love this community. We're so supportive. I only embarrassed myself for a few minutes. How are we? Are we good? I think we're good now. There's no sound? Are there still no sound? Oh dear.
You're muted.
No, I'm not muted anymore. I should be back, yeah. Am I not back? Oh no, people can hear me now. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, that wasted a bit of time. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a good Tuesday? It's Tuesday, yes. Okay. Well, as the stream suggests, we've got something a little bit special for you today. Thank you. Oh, hello from Illinois. Voice into the void. Into the void. Right, but before we get started, as always, if I could ask you guys to please join us over on the Creative Challenge. Whatever challenge you're following, there's going to be a link for you. You can join the challenge. You'll receive the new challenge. You can join the community chat, watch the live show, and share your work and get feedback from us all. Every single bit of work that we do, you can link back to the video. You can get hold of the starter files. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need. So if you haven't already, make sure you do that. And yeah. What are we doing? Kayla, well, why don't we get started? And I will tell you. So, the challenge today is to create some sticker designs, but we're going to focus on how to use the text tool. So as you can see, is it the side? I never know which way it is to point. Over here, from the designs we created last time, I'm using text to kind of create a cool little sticker function. And I think that's going to be quite fun. It's a very simple tool, but it's really versatile, and I think you guys will enjoy it. How does that sound? I think it's good. I think we're good. Thank you, Annie. Hey, Antoine. Oh, so many people here today. It's so good to see you all turn out. Thank you. Okay, well, if we're ready, we'll get started because the first thing we're going to go through are the fundamentals of using the text tool. Kayla. I like Kayla. Kayla's nice. Alrighty. So, what we are going to do first is have a look at the text tools. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. I think you can see my screen now. Wonderful. So, if you are not already familiar, the text tool or the type tool is this one right over here, and there's a couple of ways that you can use it. First way you can use it is by clicking on your... Wow, the text is really small. My eyesight is not good enough for that. Let's make that a little bit bigger, shall we? There we go. If you click, it'll open up a text dialog and you can just type. That is the first and easiest way you can start adding into text, any text into your document. But there are a couple of other things we can do once we've got it. If you see along the top toolbar, you've got a whole bunch of options aside from your color, which is this box up here, which you should be familiar with now after last week's session. If you have not familiarized yourself with how to use color, go back and have a look at that live stream. I think it'll be quite interesting. Anyway, you've got things like opacity, so you can lower the opacity, same way you can do with anything, with any other shapes and things. You can also change the characters. I have one that I'm really fond of using at the moment, which is Comet. I like the look of Comet. It's just chunky. I know, it's a good size. I love your... Oh, thank you. Right, what else can we do? From here, you can also change the font style if it's available to that particular font family. Change the size, change the alignments, and so on and so forth. That's kind of the basics, but let's get on to something a little bit more interesting. If you hold down the type tool, and if you can't see all of these, then go to Window, Toolbars, and go to Advanced, and it should open up a few more options to you. But click down and hold it down. You've got a couple of other options which we are going to play around with. So the first is the area type tool. Now, before we get started on that one, we need to do a little bit of prep work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this text somewhere. What shape? Let's go with an ellipse because that's the most easiest one to show this effect on. So with the area type tool even, you can type inside the shape. So once the shape is selected, have that tool selected and then click on the path, and then your text will just kind of occupy that space, which is really cool. I'm going to quickly fill this with the right mouse button, fill with placeholder text, so you can kind of see the full effect. And now the text will fill in whatever shape you have. So whether that's a circle, square, love heart, has a lot of applications. I think that one is really cool. One of my favorite functions. Hey Sean, the text on my Behance is so small. Oh, by the way, in case you aren't aware, we have got people in Behance as well as friends over on YouTube right now. So I can see you all. So you best behave. Basically, is what I'm saying. Right. Hi. Did I say hi to Robert already? I'm not sure if I did. I meant to anyway. Okay, so that's 2 down. Here's the third one. Type on a path tool. Now this one, my sister Pixie actually asked me about today if there was a way to do this, so just as well I can show you. So let's make a path, because as the item suggests, you're typing on a path, so we need a path, right? So we're going to, no, not you, on a new layer, I'm just gonna make this squiggly path right here. And now I'm going to select the type on a path tool and then hover over the path, et voila. And now we're typing on the path. See how easy that is? And again, I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but there are a lot of applications for this as well. Really cool feature, and it's really simple to do. It's not that hard. I think you'll agree, hopefully. We always behave. Okay. We can see you as, oh, hey, David. Does it allow you to turn off the hyphenation? Oh, actually, really good point. You can do that. Now, let me bring up the options so I can show you how to do that. So, I've got the area shape one selected, and you can see there's some hyphens on there. It's hyphenated. And if you don't want that, if you open up the paragraph tab, you can see this option, hyphenate. Turn it off, and the hyphens are gone. Simples. Not bad, right? Okay, and I think there is one more. Oh, yes, this one. I really like this one. This was the one, if you remember the image I had before where there was a character and the letters were dotted all around. That one is called the Touch Type tool, which is this one at the very bottom. All the other ones are kind of variations on the things that we already know. So you've got type on the path, and then you've got vertical type on the path, which is the same thing but just vertically. Same with vertical area type tool. You can experiment with these on your own. I would like to see what you come up with. Storm with the all-seeing eyes. So if we select the text type tool and we go down to this very creatively named text dialogue here, I can select one of the characters and then move it. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is really cool. I like how you and your sister look alike. Do we? Oh, I suppose that's just as well. We don't need to do a paternity test or anything like that. A DNA test. So, and that is the last way. Well, there are other ways, but you'll be able to see those on your cheat sheets. But these are the main methods that I use to create the examples that we started with. So, why don't we create something from scratch so I can show you just how easy it is? Because if this wasn't enough for you, we can take it one step further. So if you remember, the other examples I made were basically this. This is our basic text click and type. This one is our area type tool, writing text in a circle. Then you've got your line tool, and then you've got your touch type tool. So you can see how you can probably use that. You don't see all the text options. You're in Illustrator? Okay, so if you're in Illustrator and you don't see all those options, go up to Window, go down to Toolbars here. Can you see? Yes, you can. Okay, go to Toolbars and make sure you have Advanced ticked. Okay, now once you've got Advanced ticked, go back to where the text, the type tool is. It should be like fourth down on the left side. Click and hold and it will expand it. Let me know if that helps. Let me know if that helps. So we are going to create a new one from scratch, and I'm going to give you a little bonus. We're going to remake this one, and I'll show you how you can use some extra options just to take it up a little bit, because we got like what, 10 minutes, because I had myself muted for the first 5 minutes of my stream. So we're going to start off with another example. I hope you guys have been making your characters, because this is the character we created in our very first stream about 2-3 weeks ago. I can't count. Someone knows. Someone knows. You found it. Hey, I'm so happy. So we are going to create, basically how I made that one is I made a shape, then we used clipping masks, and then we used a blend mode, which works with text as well, which is pretty cool. So we're going to do that. I am going to make a, let's try with the star tool. Let's see what we can come up with here, because I'm a star. Well, do I want, yeah, okay, let's open up the colors. We're going back to all of the functions that we've done in the last stream, so you should be pretty familiar with these at this point, I'm hoping. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. But we're going to start first with making a new shape. Holding shift and clicking to make a uniform star. I think I like that. I'm going to align it to the center. And I'm going to drag that layer underneath me. I'm going to turn this into a clipping mask, but I'm going to move that up just a little bit. So we're going to need to do a few clipping masks, I think. Duplicate that, duplicate that. I think. Do I want to do that? Maybe. We're going to experiment. Wrong place. Okay, so I'm going to select the layer on top and underneath. Oh, you can't see it. And right click, and then we're going to make a clipping mask. So I am inside the star. I can move the clipping mask itself. I don't think I really want to do that. I need to move all of them together. I quite like that. It's quite cute. I saw Oliver. What did Oliver do? That's true as well. You can right click any tool and see what else is underneath it. Now from that, I think we're going to use the basic text. I was going to ask what we should write instead, but I said behave, and I have a feeling you guys aren't going to behave now. So we're going to, I'm going to just be boring and go with writing my name over and over again. Don't come for me. So we'll go with Stormy. You're a bright shining star, I'm not. Aww. What did I do to get such nice people in the stream today? Wow. Okay, so if you remember what we're going to do now, I'm actually just going to expand this so it fits the length of the star. Is that in the middle? Really? Is that in the middle? I don't believe you. My eyes deceive me. Align to artboard, and wow, it is. Okay, my eyes are just a little bit wonky then. Never mind. And then I'm going to copy it and drag another one down here. We're going to have a little bit of a gradient effect, so I think we'll start lighter at the top. So I'm going to select this color up here, maybe a little bit lighter. Now, if you remember how to get here, it's setting your base color, whatever it is, and then it's going to create a whole bunch of colors based off your previous one. So, expects a big check, huh? What happened? Did I answer Robert's question? Oh, sorry, Robert. Question: if you select a new document with a transparent, you get no background in the layer panel. Is this new, or has it always been so? I believe you can actually select whether or not you have a transparent background or not. Let me have a quick look. You know, interestingly enough, I do believe that you can, it's usually transparent unless you put a background on it. I don't believe it. Could you change that? Or am I thinking of Photoshop? This is the wrong stream. Yeah, it's Photoshop. See? There we go. It was Photoshop we were thinking of. Yeah. We got there in the end. Teamwork. Okay, let's choose a different color. Now, from the top one to the bottom one, I'm going to go to Object, Blend, and Make. Ta-da! Which is pretty cool. Not only does it blend from one object to the other, it also blends from colors. It blends from shapes and from sizes, which is really cool, which is how I achieved, which one is it? Is it this one? This effect. Which I really like. If you decide that you want something to look a little bit different, maybe there's not enough steps in it, you can go to blend, oops, I think I need to have it selected first. You need to have it selected, then you can go to blend options, specified steps, and then you can add as many steps as you want, so it has more degrees for it to go from one to the other. And you can just tweak it like that, and then if you double click, you can go from one and move it, and it just kind of is all anchored together. You can have some really cool effects, which these effects work on shapes and they also work on text, so your limit is really only your imagination. But I believe in you guys. You guys are creative. Let's go back because I don't want that many. What's a check? Is that the... Oh, very funny, Sean. That's very funny. Okay, so from here now, I think we're going to add another clipping mask. So we're going to drag the shape path, the star, over the top of the blended group. It turns it into a group, by the way, if you start messing with effects and things like that. So long as the not sure if this is going to be the best way to think about it. You'll find your own method, but whatever is on top is the mask. So yeah, whatever you want the mask to be has to be on top of the layer you want to mask. That is not the most clear way of explaining that, but I hope it makes sense. So with the star on top of the text, I'm going to right click and then do make clipping mask. And oh, it should be underneath the character. Not in the clipping mask though. There we go. And now we've got the text underneath, which again can be adjusted, but I don't want to move the clipping mask by accident. So I'll just move the blend. So it moves in between. Question from YouTube. Can it also be large to small? Absolutely. Why don't we try that? Good question. Who was that from? Thank you for that, Pixie. Oh, yes. So. Oh, where is my blend? Where are you? There we are. So, if we go from here and check what font size is that? This is far too small for my eyesight. There we go. 400. Let's go to 350. Why not? And pretty much any size, and it's just going to try and match to whatever it's blending to, which is a pretty cool effect. So you can make some kind of 3D-ish effects when you do it that way. Hey, 49s. Thank you. Wait a minute. Are you guys doing puns again? Hi, Alessandra. You guys are... Hi, Quen. Hey, KHD. It's pretty cool, right? I'm gonna go back because I like these effects. Oh no, it's still it's in front of her face again. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. So that's basically how I created that effect. Let's take it one step further, because why not? We're going to drop the star over the top because it's going to be over branding. Can never have too much branding. Don't listen to me. I don't do branding. All right, so we'll go with Stormy, 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 around the shape of a star. Why not? This is not this. I mean, it could be a good sticker. I don't know what your tastes are. I'm not judging. We'll put all of the effects into one. So cool, so quickly, right? What do you mean 5 minutes left? Why 5 minutes left? Oh my gosh, Cody! Oh, so good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We've just been going over how to use the text tool. We've looked at, what was it? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways we can use the text tool, which has been pretty simple. Pretty easy. Your challenge, guys, is to use the characters you've been creating in the very first stream and make a sticker using the text to create a border or create a background or something interesting like the ones we've done here. I can't believe it's 5 minutes left already, guys. But you see how simple that was? And because the way Illustrator works, once you go to export, you can export it as a PNG and it will be a transparent background, which you can then push to other places where you can utilize it in whichever way you see fit. You did not make Brandy Storm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Imagine seeing this animated. Well, that's your job. That's your job. I think you guys know, if you know Pixie Pew, you know she does the animation anyway. So, with that being said, because we are running out of time, you guys know I had to make a quick cheat sheet for you again, which will be in the starter files pack. Every single week you've gotten one of these cheat sheets which will remind you of all the tools and the tips and tricks that we've used, so you'll be able to access it from there. Does anyone have any questions? I think that was pretty easy, right? If you want me to drop any of the files that I was working on so you can have a practice at tweaking them yourself like we did with the poster last week, let me know and I will update that after the stream. So download it, give it a go, have fun, drop me any questions. And wow, my goodness, the time went so quickly. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Please do stick around because there will be more live streams all of today. And I hope you forgot the steps. Oh dear. Good thing we have the cheat sheet then. It is specially made just for you. Thank you. How do you create an offset for the sticker offset? Oh, that'll be in the exporting settings, I believe. I'm running out of time now, but if you come find me on the Discord, there'll be a link to it. I will give you a hand there. But I best go. You guys have a good rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.